Ooh, welcome back to another edition of Crypto Corner. I'm your host, Greg Harriman, and we've been in a down slump for about 2 weeks. The videos all seem the same. Like, what are we doing? Should you be buying? Should you not be buying? We are buying some stuff, and we're not buying other stuff. It kind of falls in with our philosophy that we want to be safe. So we're buying some of the atoms and the dots and the let me see S Fund and a few others that are out there that we'll go through. But even with all of this pullback, if you go all the way back to August last year, we are up on almost every single one of our things. Even though you see this huge red arrow in the middle says everything is down. But if you look over here on the right, you can still see that many of these, all the way over, saying whether we're even, right? 100% equals even. So we're down right now on Atom. We're down on Matic, and that's it. Everything else is at least above where we were. And it is my belief that now we've come through some of this lower number. And part of what we said was going to happen was Atom and Dot were going to go down. That's why we farmed them. That's why we sold off 25% of our position and then we bought back in lower. So, and when you see these numbers for Dot and Atom, remember that we were buying some of these, even though it says, that our price was 478 or 916, we were buying some of those at less than that. And the fact that we've gotten more in our farming and we've gotten more in our staking. So those numbers aren't exactly right, but and we believe we're getting ready to not take off, but we're getting ready to move in the right direction. We said all along that we felt that June was going to be the time that we started to move into with some really good gains on this, and maybe we will take some gains. We already have a few positioned. Our QNT, we plan on selling at 180. It's gone all the way back down to 108. It was at about 150. So we know this is going to happen in crypto. And so, again, we don't get excited about it because these are all of the ranges that are going to happen. You can decide whether you want to keep buying in there or not buy. Those are all your personal decisions. Our decisions are, like I said, what did we buy? Over on this right-hand side, you see we bought Dot, we bought Atom, we bought Matic, we bought S Fund, and we bought IMX. And so we feel all of those are really poised good for the run. And so some of these numbers we don't know that we'll ever see again. But don't be surprised. Let's just use Dot as our example at 744. Say it goes all the way to $12. Do not be surprised if at some point we're on here saying it's back down to $9. That's probably going to happen because it's going to go up and then it's going to come back down a little bit and then it's going to go up. And each time we should have a higher low. So if last time it got down to 650, this time we should beat 650 on how low it goes. And then each time we should be going up. That is the standard way that most everything works. And as we move into the bull run, we think that there's some great opportunities. We did sell off some of our super while it was peaked up at $1.50, and we're looking to buy some of that back right now at under $1. We did buy a little bit under $1 last week. So these are all the ones where you should be saying, what coins do I have the most thought process in? What do I want from this? And then what ones do I think can go up the most? A lot of people still asking me about Jasmy. We are very high on Jasmy. We own a lot of shares of Jasmy in this portfolio, but in our other portfolio as well. And we think that that's got a great chance to 10x in this run. So, but that's us thinking one thing. You could think another thing. It's okay. Just showing a little bit more of like, this is our chart. So when you see Jasmy, we can only spend it in a couple of these. So you can see in the mid risk and then in the speculative. So we can never have more than 35 if we were to have nothing else, 35% in Jasmy. And I think we're somewhere around 20%. And like I said, we bought some IMX, we bought some S Fund, we bought Dot, Matic and Adam will continue to buy those. If they're down each week, we will put a little bit of money into those as we go. And hopefully, again, you're doing the exact same thing. There is no reason, in my opinion, that to think that we're in doomsday and bad things are going to happen. The halving just happened. In case you didn't hear about it, you would have had to be under a rock to not hear about it. But the halving happened for Bitcoin. So that usually traditionally after the halving, you get about a month in and then things start going up. That starts the bull run. So that's what we think is going to happen. We think that'll be in June. We hope it's sooner, but we doubt it. And it may even be in July. So we might be sideways for a little while. Now, with everything happening and the Bitcoin ETF, the halving, all of those things at one point were priced in. Now they've happened, so they no longer have to be worried about priced in. Now they are what they are. So hopefully you've got conviction on certain coins that you want, and you're taking advantage of any of the dips in those coins. So obviously, if you like what we're doing, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the comments. Hopefully you feel like we're following up on all that. We are doing we're going to be trying to do more content as we go forward. The hard part is when you're in these down markets, I don't want to jump on and say, oh, I would buy this, this, and this. I think that should be your conviction. What I will be doing is getting on like today and say, look, we're down. What did we buy? That's what we bought. Doesn't mean you should. So hopefully you're like I said, you're getting something out of it. You smash the like button. I'm good from Crypto Corner. It's Greg Harriman, your host, and we'll talk to you guys soon.